Fall 2025 is full of traps you don't notice until you catch yourself in a photo, wondering why do I look tired when I'm not. I'm over 50, I've made these mistakes. The wrong fabric, a stiff fit, a color that worked 5 years ago, but now drains me in seconds. This list isn't about trends, it's about stealth style shifts I now avoid and better choices I reach for instead. Because elegance over 40 isn't about keeping up, it's about knowing what to let go of quietly, smartly, before it dulls you. Let's count down what's no longer working. Point 10. The invisible, aging shoe trap. New research. They're subtle, comfortable, and quietly aging your entire frame. I'm talking about neutral tone ballet flats, shapeless loafers, or two-cushion sneakers, the kind we keep by the door for errands, but that erase ankle structure and shorten the leg line. After 40, shoes do more than finish a look. They either extend your posture or collapse it. New research from foot and spine alignment studies shows that flat, non-supportive soles contribute to a sagged stance and visual heaviness, especially in fall layers. Try this instead. Opt for almond toe ankle boots with a low block heel, sleek loafers with a structured vamp, or lightweight lug sole brogues in deep taupe or oxblood. They lift the posture without sacrificing ease. Brands like Everlane, Sedan and Piccolinos are balancing support with silhouette beautifully this season. I've replaced all my nothing shoes with pairs that feel finished even with jeans or knit dresses. No back pain, no slouch, just a cleaner line. Because if your shoes aren't carrying your presence, they're costing it. And nothing offsets posture faster than tech fabrics that cling and shine where you don't want them. 9. Tech fabric fails. 2025's silent age accelerator. You buy it for ease, no wrinkles, machine washable, stretchy. But the truth, many tech fabrics, especially those labeled performance or active stretch, cling, shine, or exaggerate movement in ways that age the body visually. In photos or harsh lighting, they highlight rather than skim. After 50, comfort is non-negotiable, but so is surface logic. Fall 2025, techwear is everywhere. But most of it wasn't designed for grown women with curves, texture, or subtlety. Wrong fabric pulls at the hips, reflects light at the thighs, or sticks in all the wrong places. Better alternatives. Try Ponte knit trousers with contour seaming wool, viscose blend joggers, or Cupro blend button-downs. These mimic movement but hold structure. Look at brands like Eileen Fisher, or Universal Standard. I've stopped buying anything that calls itself athleisure, unless I'd actually work out in it. Now, even my relaxed pieces feel composed, never clingy, because in this season of layering, your clothes should follow your shape, not announce it. And the most deceptive color that's overstayed its welcome. Let's talk about Millennial Pink. 8. The Millennial Pink Deception Color Science Update. It had a moment soft, fresh, forgiving, but in 2025, that dusty rose hue so many of us leaned on is doing more harm than good. Especially over 40, Millennial Pink can flatten the face, drain warmth from the skin, and make textured fabrics look faded instead of rich. The issue isn't pink itself, it's undertone and saturation. This particular shade sits between cool and warm but serves neither. It softens too much, especially when paired with grays or beiges, making outfits feel washed out and slightly juvenile. Instead, try richer alternatives, mauve with depth, rosewood terracotta, or muted cranberry. These tones still feel feminine, but add structure and maturity to the palette. They also pair beautifully with navy, charcoal, camel, and olive. Personally, I've replaced every blush tone top with deeper versions and instantly noticed the lift in my skin tone on camera and in real life. So before you buy another sweater in that pretty, pale, pink cast, is it softening your look or dissolving it? Now, let's shift from color to construction, because hidden stretch can quietly sabotage your silhouette. 7. Silent stretch sabotage. Tailoring's dirty secret. It feels like freedom. Trousers with a hidden elastic waist, blazers with 5% stretch, dresses that claim to move with you. But here's the truth. Built-in stretch often leads to slack posture and sagging structure. Especially after 40, our silhouettes benefit from subtle hold, not silent give. Modern tailoring has leaned too far into comfort. What starts as ease ends up looking collapsed. Hems ride up, seams twist, jackets lose their edge after 2 washes. And worst of all, nothing stays in place, which visually reads as sloppy, even when you feel fine. Instead, Look for structured knits, stretch wool blends, or lined jackets with zero illust. These pieces hug lightly but hold firmly. I've found tailored trousers from brands like Hobbs, The Fold, and Theory offer that rare balance, polish without pinching. Now, I choose fabrics that remember shape, not mimic a yoga pant, because if stretch is replacing structure, it's not saving you time, it's stealing your silhouette. Next up, the once reliable blazer, and why most 2025 cuts are quietly failing us. 6. The blazer breakdown. 2025 fit revolution. Once a shortcut to polish, the modern blazer has quietly lost its edge. In 2025, most off-the-rack blazers come unstructured, unlined, or cropped in a way that shortens the torso and removes the definition mature frames actually benefit from. The problem isn't the blazer itself, fits the shift toward relaxed tailoring that blurs shoulder lines and flattens the waist. For women over 40, especially with midlife body changes, these soft cuts can exaggerate the midsection, cut off the hip line, or just look deflated. What to look for instead? A lightly padded shoulder, not boxy, single-breasted structure, and strategic nipping at the waist or darting through the back. Cropped blazers should stop just at the hip, not above. Go for wool blends with subtle weight or stretch crepe that holds shape. I replaced my slouchy blazers with one navy structured version from Sandro and every outfit got an upgrade. The right blazer doesn't hide you, it holds you. And speaking of exposure, it's time to talk about that sockless ankle trend and why it's aging your stride. 5. Sockless ankle exposure, aging your feet. Once seen as chic minimalism, bare ankles in fall have become a quiet liability, especially over 40. The skin around the ankle begins to thin, veins show more easily, and bone definition softens. Pair that with cropped pants and low shoes and, suddenly, the most overlooked area starts aging the whole look. Going sockless also visually shortens the leg line and can make even the best trousers feel unfinished. It's not just about warmth, it's about continuity and polish. Bare ankles break the outfit's flow. The fix: slim socks in tonal colors, charcoal taupe, ox blue that extend the line of your trouser. Try ribbed cashmere or fine gauge merino, paired with loafers, brogues, or ankle boots. They add finish without frump. Brands like Falk, Uniqlo, and Arcot are doing excellent, elegant socks that feel like part of the outfit, not an afterthought. Started treating my socks like accessories, not underwear. The result? My outfits feel sharper. My stride feels intentional. Because once your ankles are covered, it's time to look at what's on your wrist and why it might be staining your style. For the smartwatch, Stain Tech meets Style Fail. We love the data, the sleep tracking, the heart rate monitor, the gentle buzz reminding us to breathe. But visually, that sleek smartwatch is quietly flattening your entire look, especially in fall layers when presence comes from polish, not plastic. Think about it. You're wearing a structured coat, a mohair blend turtleneck, tailored trousers, and then, right there on your wrist, a silicone strap with a glowing green light. French actress Juliette Binoche once stepped onto a red carpet in a stunning navy pantsuit, wearing a fitness band. The outfit was poetry. The wrist, a distraction. Tech on the wrist feels smart but reads casual. The moment you cross your arms, gesture while speaking, or hold a coffee cup, that little screen becomes the focal point. Not your watch, not your expression, just a battery life indicator. There are better ways to blend form and function. Try swapping the default band with a leather loop or mesh metal strap, or wear your smartwatch on the inside of the wrist. Yes, that's a thing. And save your visible wrist for a classic piece that holds presence. Think brushed gold, slim vintage, or even a pearl accented bracelet. Brands like Withings and Garmin Lily now offer wellness wearables designed with aesthetics. In my no blinking lights, no plastic bulk. Personally, I alternate. On client days or evenings out, I switch to my grandmother's watch. It doesn't buzz, but it still tells time and tells my story better. Because sometimes, tech belongs in your bag, not on your wrist. And now that we've handled distractions at the wrist, let's talk about denim, because stiffness isn't structure. And your jeans might be aging you more than you think. 3. Overtailored denim. 2025's stiffness crisis. Denim is having a moment, but not always in your favor. In fall 2025, ultra-structured jeans with sculpted seams, rigid rises, and industrial dyes are everywhere. They look sharp on mannequins, but on real bodies, especially over 40, they do the opposite of what we want. They restrict movement, flatten curves, and exaggerate stiffness. The issue: too much tailoring, not enough flow. Today's elevated denim often forgets that women's bodies evolve with softness, subtle volume, and the need to move through a day, not just pose for it. If your jeans are stiff when you sit or don't soften with wear, they're not helping, they're holding you hostage. Better go for structured but broken in. Look for denim with 1 to 2% stretch max, a contoured waistband, and a slightly relaxed thigh. The new wide-leg cropped styles or stovepipe jeans with eased hips are far more flattering than ultra-snug skinnies or raw selvage pairs. Brands like Age-defying AYR and Citizens of Humanity are balancing hold with ease beautifully this season. I keep one pair of perfectly worn-in jeans that never fight me. They don't try too hard, and neither do I when I wear them now. Let's talk about something that lingers longer than denim: your scent, and where it actually belongs. 2. Perfume placement faux pas. Chemistry changed. We were taught wrists, neck, behind the ears, but post-40 perfume behaves differently. Skin pH shifts with age, hormone levels change, and oil balance alters the way fragrance blooms. The result: a scent that once felt soft can now turn sharp, flat, or oddly sour by mid-morning. Worse, traditional pulse points like the neck can pull fragrance upward, making it overpowering instead of inviting. And when scent settles into dry skin, it dissipates faster, leaving only the alcohol trace. The 2025 fix: think fabric over flesh. Spritz your scarf, the inner lining of your blazer, or even the hem of a dress. These areas diffuse scent gently and hold it longer without the sharpness skin chemistry can create. Modern perfumers like Maison, Francis Kurkdjian, and Jo Malone now offer fabric-safe mists that linger with elegance. I've even started applying perfume to the bristles of my brush and combing it through a silk scarf before tying it. Your scent should whisper, not hover. And where you wear it matters more now than ever. Next up, the #1 quiet offender in everyday fabric hiding in plain sight that adds invisible weight where you don't want it. 1. The invisible weight gain fabric shocking study. You won't see it coming. It's not print, cut, or color but fabric finish that's quietly working against you. According to recent studies from textile labs in Milan and Kyoto, certain synthetic weaves, especially high-sheen polyblends, brushed fleece knits, and overly smooth modal reflect light in a way that exaggerates surface volume. Translation: these fabrics can add visual weight even when your silhouette hasn't changed at all. The danger is their disguise. They're soft, stretchy, and marketed as comfort essentials. But on women over 40, they often hug the body in the wrong places, catch shadows under indoor lighting, and flatten movement instead of flowing with it. I fell for it. A soft gray loungewear set from a well-known minimalist brand looked elegant in the mirror. In photos, harsh, clingy, and shapeless. It wasn't the fit, it was the glide of the fabric, bouncing light across every place I didn't want it. What to wear instead? Matte finishes with subtle texture, cotton silk blends, brushed jersey, linen knits, or crepe-backed satin. These diffuse light instead of reflecting it, and add structure without weight. And the ultimate test: take a video under natural and overhead lighting. If the fabric pulls, clings, or shines at the hip or waist, it's not working for you, no matter how soft it feels. My go-to now: a matte finish knit set in forest green from Vince. It moves with me, not around me. No camera surprise, no afternoon regret. Because at this stage, comfort isn't enough. We deserve pieces that move with intention, skim instead of cling, and feel as strong as we've become. If you've made it here, I imagine you saw a bit of yourself in these quiet missteps, not because you lack style, but because you've lived enough to know that fashion is always shifting underneath your feet. What worked at 35 doesn't always hold at 50, and that's not a failure, it's clarity. I've worn the stiff jeans, I've defended the smartwatch, I've watched a soft pink sweater flatten my entire presence. And then I edited. Slowly, gently, like replacing noise with rhythm. These aren't fashion rules, they're filters, tools. A way to dress that doesn't chase trends, but clears space for who you actually are now. So, what's one piece quietly working against you? And what would it feel like to let it go? In our next video, we're covering 9 outdated hair mistakes making women 50+ look older. And yes, I've made more than one of them. Until then, dress with clarity, move with calm, and let every layer earn its place.